Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Fender. Happy birthday to you.
Have a treat.
Today, Fender turns 6. Happy birthday, buddy. You wanna go play? Good catch. Thank you. Well, Fender, you ready to go? Let's go. Usually by the time we leave our campsite, I'm ready to go, but I'm not ready to leave this place. I'm a little sad we're leaving. We got to connect with my brother, and then we're heading up to Fort Collins to connect with our buddy Mike. But I could stay here another week. I've probably mountain biked 40 or 50 miles in these surrounding trails, and I have absolutely loved this spot. It's had amazing service. It was free, beautiful views, probably the best boondocking we'll ever get.
I'm a little bit sad to say goodbye to Gunnison, but I'm really excited to connect with family.
So tonight we're packing up, leaving Gunnison, and we are going to head to the Littleton, Colorado area where my brother lives. It's about 4 hours away, so we'll get in after dark. We're going to stay at a state park, which is not much cheaper than actually going to an RV resort. But all the RV resorts are like an hour from Denver, and they're totally packed. They're booked for a very long time. We've had the hardest time finding places to stay. In fact, we've got a 2-day stay where we're going, and then we get kicked out for the weekend because the weekend's totally booked in every campsite, and we don't know what we're going to do. Then we're going to go back Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday there, and then who knows what. Then we get kicked out again. So this will be interesting, being in suburbia with urban sprawl where they don't want us low-life RVers there, bringing down the class of the place. So we really wanted to spend some time in downtown Denver, explore. I just don't see that being very possible with what we're doing. You driving? It is your birthday.
Gunnison is a really cool little town. It's home to Western Colorado University. They've got a Walmart more like they used to be before they had the grocery store. So they've got a small Walmart. They've got a hardware store like a True Value. They've got a tiny little Sears. And then just all the charming little businesses that you expect on a main street that's a college town. They also have a farmer's market, and there's a river that flows through town that you can raft or kayak. And they have a white water park at the bottom of town that is apparently like a cool place to just kind of hang out too.
So far, I've really liked Pagosa Springs, I've really liked Durango, and I love Gunnison. I could totally live here, except for the winters where it gets negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit. I can't do that. But for the summers, I could definitely come here and hang out. Lots of great outdoorsy stuff. Rock climbing, mountain biking, rafting, hiking, camping, backpacking, jeeping, ATVing, motorcycling, the list goes on. It's a really cool place.
So finding places to stay is usually something that I do most of the work on during the day while Steve is working. And this last one, finding somewhere near Denver to stay has been a doozy. And it makes sense because the population is dense in that area.
We have friends from Denver, and they all tell us about how urban sprawl is getting out of control. And there's lots of outdoorsy people in the Denver area, and so on the weekends, the canyons and mountains nearby are just jam-packed with people, like overcrowded. And then the traffic on the weekends is horrid because everyone's coming back from the mountains back to Denver. So not a place I'd like to live long term, and hopefully it doesn't impede our ability to have a relaxing stay here while we're visiting my brother. When we put the new wheels and tires on the Airstream, it lifted it up an inch, half an inch to an inch higher. So then our weight distribution hitch was a little bit off. We've got a Blue Ox. It's got 750 pound bars on it. And we've been running it between 6 and 7 chain links of preload, and it was still really tail heavy. A lot of weight on the tongue. And today we tried 8 chain links, and man, what a difference. This thing is towing great. I feel the weight distributed to the front wheels, and I don't bounce over little potholes or bumps and stuff like that. It makes a huge difference. A little bit harder to get it cranked down on those 8 chains, but way better. Love it.
When we were trying to decide where we would spend our first summer on the road, Colorado was kind of high on the list with some other plans that we had. I wasn't super stoked to spend weeks and weeks here, but now that we're here, I am loving it. It has been gorgeous. There's been tons to explore and so many opportunities for us to recreate.
I had a feeling she was going to love Colorado, knowing Teresa and what sort of things we like. It is beautiful here. We love this state. One thing I miss are my sunsets. Since it's so high in elevation all around and there's all these big 14er mountains all around you, they kind of block out the sunset. It still stays light, but you see the sun disappear behind the hill, but you never really see the beautiful sunset. But I still love Colorado, but that's something I was not prepared for. This is a 6% grade for 10 miles. That is steep. I'm in second gear, going 30 miles an hour, and just laying off the brakes. One thing I've learned when you do tow with the trailer, I'm not the world's expert, but I've done some research. You don't want to just keep your foot on the brakes and drag them all the way down the hill, obviously. They'll overheat and not work. You want to brake with intent and brake firmly, slow way down, and then let off for a little bit. So that's what I'm doing. It's 10:15 and we are looking for a boondocking spot, and the descriptions are horrendous. It says to just go 4 miles down a dirt road and it's no big deal if you have a trailer. The washboards are horrid. They're beating the van up, they're beating the Airstream up. And we've gone 5 miles. We were supposed to only go 4, and I think it's another 3 to 5 miles before the camp spots. If I'd known that, I never would have gone down this rugged road. So I guess that's what happens when you don't have a plan and you just try to find free boondocking as you get closer to the suburbs. I'm sure all of you will have some sage advice that will be far too late because we will have been long gone by now by the time you're watching this, but we're learning, and we just wanted to share this part with you because it happens. And it's sucky. This road's so narrow I can't turn around. I've been going for the last 2 miles looking for a spot to turn around. Oh, there's one. Nope. A Walmart is even starting to sound really good right now. I think on travel days we're going to start utilizing Walmarts and Cabela's and truck stops a little more. I'm so tired. I just want to either find a place to turn around and go back out on the highway, or find a spot in the next 10 minutes. I am beat. Well, we found a spot just at the last second as we were about to turn around. So we're going to call it a night, and we will see you tomorrow.